What's up, Wolfpack? Welcome back to my channel. Now, today we're going to be reacting to something a little bit different. For years, like everyone else, I've been a huge fan of Jaiden animations. And she just released a new one, and I haven't seen it yet. I think I started a little bit of it, but I didn't finish it. But the reason why I wanted to react to it with you guys is because I am, for those who don't know, I'm a voice actor. But I do not live in Los Angeles. I'm a remote voice actor, and I don't really have the money to move to LA. And even if I did, I don't know if I would want to, because, I mean, the last time I went to California, it was not a good experience. And from what I've heard, it still isn't. But what do I know? So I'll see what Jaiden has to say about it, and then go from there. Before we go any further, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that YouTube wants you to do. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. It's showtime!
Little trip down memory lane, but turns out after 5 seconds I'd rather be guillotined.
I don't think I saw that one. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I saw that one. Yeah, doesn't ring a bell, doesn't sound familiar. So, yeah, I'll just take your word for it.
No, eyes on me. You clicked on this video, you're staying on this video. No funny ideas, alright? The other day
Alright. No funny ideas, no funny business.
Store trying to
Shirt and shoes, that's really funny.
buy a plain black shirt that was locked up behind those stupid box lockers. So I had
What? Who does that? That's so weird. I don't think I've seen those. What the heck? How expensive is that shirt that you gotta put it behind a box locker? What kind of store were you going to? Are you some bourgeoisie kind of? I mean, geez, I know a lot of people have more money than me, but damn. I mean, crap. Where I shop, shirts are like folded in like a cubby in front of you, and you just take whichever size is yours. I think I just outed how poor I am.
to ring an employee for a single shirt. A few minutes later, someone came by. All right, what can I? Oh my gosh, are you Jaiden Animations? Yeah. No way. I love your videos. Can I get a photo? Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks so much.
that's really sweet. That's really sweet. You know, you gotta love. Oh shit! Sorry, wrong button. You gotta love the people who do that. They're like, they have a little bit of like notoriety, a little bit of fame, but they don't let it like get to their heads. Like, to steal a joke from Gabriel Iglesias, it's not like anyone's gonna come up to me because I'm not famous at all. It's not like anyone's, oh my gosh, are you FlynnWolf? Are you that? I'm not gonna be like, be gone from me. FlynnWolf is my stage name. I'm not even a wolf. I'm Scandinavian. I'm not even a wolf. I'm a cat. You're just. It's just an act. It's just an act I portray for the media. There is no Andy Dick. Sorry, that's a completely different reference. I doubt any of you will get it.
I didn't expect to see you here. Are you visiting? Oh, no, I live here. You're not in Arizona anymore? And that's when it dawned on me, there is a giant portion of my audience who will not get updated on some parts of my life if I don't explicitly say it in one of my animations. Also, the guy left.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, here's the thing, I value privacy. Like, I value my privacy, and I value your privacy. And unfortunately, sometimes that means that I just don't, I know to other people, it seems like I'm aloof and not interested. Like, oh, I don't really care about you or what you're doing. But no, it's just really that I don't like to pry into other people's business, you know? I don't like to really, like, be all like, tell me everything about you. I need to know every single secret you have. So, and at the same time, I don't really expect people to do that to me, because hey, like, if I want to tell you, I will tell you, you know. If you ask and I say I'm not going to tell you that, just kind of respect it. But it also like extends to celebrities or like for example, I really like K-pop, right? So it turns out when people like K-pop, they learn about the idols. They learn the name of each guy or girl in the group, and then they like pick their favorites, because they all have like these archetypical personalities. And I'm not really like that. I kind of don't care. Like, I'm sorry. Like I do like BTS. Don't get me wrong. I do like BTS. I do like a tease. I do like Stray Kids. I couldn't tell you the names of every single member because I'm just not like that, I have been a fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers since the freaking 90s. And I don't know the names of every single member in the band. I just know, I think Anthony Cletus, because he's the front man, and Flea. But the only reason I know Flea is because Flea was Donnie in the Wild Thornberrys. So, I'm sorry, but if you want me to know about you, get a voiceover career because I love voice actors. So, yeah, sorry. But no, I don't like. So, yeah, I did not know Jaiden was living in Los Angeles. I didn't even know that she lived in Arizona. But that's just kind of the way I am. I don't like to pry into people's business. Like, if they're going to share, that's fine. I can't stop them from sharing. But I'm not going to, like, investigate you and find out every little thing in your life.
Without unlocking the box, so I had to wait another 5 minutes for him to come back and get the shirt. So to anyone who didn't get the memo, I've been in California for the past 6.5 years, specifically Los Angeles. I honestly can't believe it's been that long already, because that means for the past 6.5 years, I've been doing nothing but complaining about it the entire time. I believe in the compliment sandwich system, though. Not everything about moving to California has been bad. For example,
the compliment system. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Oh, man. No, if you don't like something, just say you don't like it, Just, I've never been a fan of the compliment sandwich because it's lying. You are a liar. If you don't like something, just say you don't like it. You don't have to, like muster up the fake courage to find something like positive that you don't even really like, that you probably is not even true. You probably even don't believe. Just say you don't like it. Come on. I mean, this is not a good start because, trying to be a voice actor when you don't live in LA or Dallas is really hard. And my dream was to always get enough money to move and be right there next to my heroes and just share the studio space with them. But now, that dream is impossible. You want to know why that dream is impossible? Steve Bloom lives in Hawaii. He does. He doesn't even have to go to LA to record. He lives in Hawaii. Yeah. So unless I move to Hawaii, even if I did, the booth is like in his home. So what, is he going to invite me over? No. So, yeah. Damn. Let's move on.
Example, the weather is great. It's always sunny, which, Arizona is too. But in a bad way. California doesn't hit the casual 118 everything outside melts and dies degrees like back home.
Okay, I live in South Texas, and the weather in South Texas is nice, most of the time. However, it does get cold in winter. But usually winter is like, it's not really December. Winter is more like sometimes December, definitely January and February. You know, so those are the 3 months. We don't really have an autumn or a fall. It's last time it was like autumn was just November. Just November. October it was still. Summer is like May to September. Like, you know, it's June and July, but then it takes the months before and after. You know, it takes it. I'm going to drag you down with me. You know, and by down, I mean up. And by up, I mean 104 degrees on the regular. That's why when I first became a VTuber, I was complaining. Now look at me. I have a hoodie. Look. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. If I wasn't in this, I don't know, what would you call this? Mystical meadow, typhoon, forest, star. Look at this little guy. Who are you? What are you looking at? Look at me. Don't blink at me. Look at me. I said, look at me. I would be sweating, basically. Thank goodness I'm trapped in this wherever I am with another little wolfie who will not speak to me no matter what I do or what I say. Quit fucking ignoring me. I am your superior. Look at me. Look at me when I talk to you. Bark. Bark, bark, bark. Moving on. I will fucking get you. Sorry. I'll go back to the video.
Home. It's vacation weather all the time. I like that part. The drivers here are assholes. Arizona is not sunshine and rainbows in the driving either. When I was learning to drive as a teenager, my mom told me to never honk at people no matter what because there's a chance they'll just shoot me. But because of the sheer
that's a real fear. That's a legitimate fear. I buy that.
Volume of people on California roads all the time, it is a completely different beast. And every single one of them is driving to go kick babies because they hate their fellow man. Compassion?
Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds accurate. The one thing, because I love voice actors, I am a voice actor. I've seen a bunch of voice actor interviews. And the one thing they all say is that it does not matter where you are going. If you are driving in LA, it does not matter where you're going. It will always take anywhere between 40 minutes to 2.5 hours to do fucking anything.
Does not exist on the California freeway. And by that, I mean blinkers. You know, the very helpful and tells people you'd kindly like to move into the lane. It's a
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how it is in the bigger cities, but in my city, blinkers are like, I want to say about 50-50. Yeah, 50, like, no, maybe 2/3. Yeah, 2/3. 2/3 of the people will use their blinkers. There's 1/3 who will not. And those people are terrible. They are bad people. They are not good people. They are not your friends. If you have a friend who does not use their blinker when they are driving, that person is not your friend. If you have never used your blinker when you drive, you are the bad friend. You. Use your blinker. Follow the rules of the road. Save a life.
sign of weakness here. If you even think about turning your blinker on, every single car in your vicinity will speed up and refuse to let you merge because they cannot handle the idea of a different car being in front of them. How can they get to their destination faster if a car that was in front of them in a different lane suddenly shifts to the side 12 feet? People will go out of their way to merge into the lane just to speed past you and spit on your windshield.
Ha! Those animals are so these cartoons are so freaking funny. They make me want to merge without looking. I swear, the first time I saw that Family Guy joke, I laughed so hard, I almost peed myself. And the reason why I say almost is because I can't actually remember if I peed myself, which means I didn't. Because trust me, if you pee yourself, oh, you'll remember.
When I turn my blinker on, which I still do because I refuse to let this barbaric driving culture corrupt me.
Yeah, don't lose to them.
And then merge in front of me. If you need to be in my lane and I need to be in yours, we literally have to stay at our same speeds and shift. It's simple. There's no point in blocking my merge just to merge into my lane anyway.
Yeah. Bad people do that here where I am. But it's mostly that first thing. We just like, if I need to go to your lane and you need to go to my lane, we'll just stay the same speed and we'll just turn. We'll shift.
Oh my god, it pisses me off so much. They do it all the time. If I had no money and got $1 every single time someone took advantage of my blinker, I'd have enough money to move out of this godforsaken state. One time I turned my blinker on, checked.
Oh. Yeah, every time someone asks me if I want to move to California, I tell them no, because the last time I was in California I always describe it this way. The last time I was in California, it was like that episode of The Simpsons where they go to New York and the rest of the family is loving it, but like every single little bad thing happens to Homer. Yeah, Homer in New York is me in California. Everyone will be having a blast. Everyone will be having a ball. And I'll be the one guy that everything's going wrong for.
My blind spot, and in the amount of time it took for me to look back at the road and start merging, a car way behind me had sped up so fast that my car's auto detection had to cut my merge off so I wouldn't hit them. And then that car honked at me!
Fucking why though?
Kill us both. Alright, the drivers suck, but at least I'm only going a few miles.
Not
only am I forced to drive alongside these bozos, I'm forced to drive alongside them for way longer than I should need to.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Genuinely bad. I daydream of becoming a better sprinter to arrive at places quicker because it is genuinely not far from the realm of realism. Either that or get one of those monster snowplow attachments. I mean, seriously. 10 miles? I should not be in the car longer than 20 minutes. Everyone here loves driving 30 over the speed limit anyway. I don't even know what the holdup is.
Did you see that?
If you wanted to find a place to park when you get to your destination, you shouldn't even be driving in the first place. Parking doesn't exist here. It's a myth and a lie. 95% of all locations have 0 parking lots. There's never street parking, and if you happen to be a lucky enough soul to find a spot, you can't slow down to parallel park into it because people are either gonna yell at you for clogging the lane or ram into your bumper. It's just an evil trick. So your only choice is to find a parking garage that costs like $20.
No!
And I drove to a one-piece live symphony at the Dolby Theater and decided to park in parking garage. Oh, what an obvious mistake.
No.
Do you want to know how long it took us to get out of that garage after the show when everyone was leaving? 2.5 hours! We parked in the designated parking garage for a show and paid 2.5 hours of our life on top of real life money. So what if you don't have a car? Then you don't have to deal with any of this, right? Well, you can't walk anywhere.
Oh, no. Okay. I know that crap happens. So, like, every time I go to an event, it doesn't matter how much I like the event, I will leave early to beat the traffic. For example, many years ago, my brother and I went to go see a WWE house show. I think it was SmackDown. And it was okay. It was okay. It was not that great. It was just like, whatever. But the main event was The Big Show versus John Cena in a cage match. And John Cena wasn't even champion. What are you going to do? And we left. As soon as the match was going to start, I was like, yo, hey, you want to, let's get out of here. Because one, we didn't even like John Cena that much. We don't. As a wrestler, as an actor, I think he's pretty okay. As a wrestler, I hate him. So my brother and I, we booked it. And yeah, it was super easy because everyone wanted to see John Cena. Everyone was still parked. And we got out pretty good, scot-free.
Where? What do you think this is? Any other country? You could get a bike or a motorcycle, but again, with the quality of drivers around, you might as well play Russian roulette every time the wheels touch asphalt.
Yeah, you're pretty much gonna die. Yeah. There's a saying I learned when I was a kid. Pedestrians hate motorists, and motorists hate pedestrians. But they both hate cyclists.
Maybe with the right setup and some expendable funds, you could just get around with rideshare apps.
No.
But man, getting an Uber is so expensive out here. It might as well be considered a luxury in itself.
Yeah.
If you're taking an Uber either to or from the LAX airport, I guarantee it'll cost at least $100. And the drivers don't get like any of that, by the way. Once I had a driver complain to me about the ride rates the whole trip, which was not asked for to begin with. He said he had a client once trying to go to LAX and they were being charged $100, like I said, but the driver was only gonna get $30 from the trip. So he offered to charge $80 cash for them to do it outside the app as a win-win. Don't ever take this type of offer, kids. That was incredibly dangerous. But that's just where the landscape of Uber is.
Wow, that's ass. That is such ass. Oh my god, that is. I don't think I like that. Now, I know I don't like that. Wow. Because I know people do Uber like as like a side hustle. Oh my, oh wow. Because yeah, I figured that getting an Uber in somewhere like LA was going to be bad because the traffic is really bad. Like driving there is terrible. Paying someone else to do something terrible is going to be terrible. It's going to be expensive. But at the same, like, how do I say it? When I went to go visit my sister like a year or two ago, when she lived in Austin, I got an Uber because my family and I took the bus because my mom hates flying. Also, the plane tickets were expensive. We took a bus, so we didn't have a car, so we still had to get around. So what we did was we got an Uber to get from the bus station to my sister's place. And it cost $16. You know, not bad. But, you know, it wasn't really like in Austin. It wasn't like downtown. It was like outside, like right outside Austin. So, you know, it was not that bad. It was like I could probably do it again. But $100? No, just not. And then it's like, oh, give me $80 cash and we'll do it that way. That way I actually get paid something worth a damn and you get your ride a little bit cheaper. It sounds sketchy, but at the same time, it sounds like a bit, I don't know.
is here. Also, fun little tip, never tell any drivers the place you're going to or from is your actual home. This is for everywhere, not just California. Sure, if they ask, it's normally small talk.
That's terrifying.
But when it's not, you're in danger. Yikes. Now that guy won't leave your driveway. And the police say they can't do anything because he hasn't actually committed a crime yet. Just lie and say it's a friend's place.
I don't think that's true. If he's in your driveway, that's your property. You could have him arrested for trespassing. Well, you get what I mean. But yeah, that is very dangerous. Don't do that. Lie to everyone all the time. Do not trust anyone ever. Right? I'm on to you. Little. Moving on.
Place or something, it's not worth the gamble, and lying to strangers is fun. That was a free survival hint from your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Put that one in the back of your pockets.
Yay!
Speaking of LAX, because I brought it up earlier, that place is actual hell on earth. If someone...
Speaking of LAX, they were my favorite tag team in Impact Wrestling. Terrible dad joke, and I'm not even a dad. Ugh.
Gets sent there after death, I would consider it a viable punishment for being a bad person. But innocent people are forced to be subjected to it every single day, and it's inhumane. You have every single asshole with a plane ticket in the entire city and beyond enter through the same stupid entrance, forced to drive through the same loop bumper to bumper until they get to their specific gate. No branching paths, no attempts to categorize the types of arrivals, just a single slaughterhouse line like cattle. But in normal slaughterhouse lines, the cattle don't hate each other. I was talking about bad merging before. It is legitimately survival of the fittest in the LAX horseshoe. Absolutely no one will let you merge lanes ever unless you threaten to fist fight them right there on the concrete. One time I sat with my blinker on in traffic that was not moving for 15 minutes straight, and a dude still refused to let me start merging once cars started inching forward. I had to sit there making direct eye contact with him.
That's not gonna work.
Uncomfortable enough to let me get in.
Oh, I can't believe that worked, sweetie.
Personal. I am not the same person when I'm in the LA horseshoe. None of us are. Some dudes in the 1960s decided they wanted everyone that ever planned to visit LA to suffer instantly when they got here. And
oh my god!
Got away with it. I've spent so much time talking about traffic and the airport.
No. Seriously, this one freaking discussion about traffic. Oh my god, this has already turned me off to like moving to LA because, you know, they're doing so many amazing things with technology these days, and you know, with portable booths and better microphones and soundproofing equipment and Zoom and Source Connect. I mean, Skype is dead, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of good memories with Skype, so I don't really care. But you know, Zoom and Discord and you know, it sounds like no one really has to be in LA. You know, it's just the networks, the studios. They bought the recording booth, so they want to get their money back for them. You know, which is understandable, but at the same time, fuck you. You know.
I haven't even talked about living in LA yet.
Oh!
Well, that part sucks too.
I bet it does, sweetie.
Absurdly expensive.
Yes,
here.
it is, sweetie.
It's almost comedic.
Yes, it is, sweetie.
Maybe raise the prices of food like $10 more, and I'll start to chuckle. Now a burrito's like $40. I haven't even.
The fact that you would still pay for that is amazing. I get pissed off whenever my meal like breaks $15. Like there used to be this burrito place called Freebirds, and they would serve these amazing burritos. But like each burrito combo was like $20. And I don't mean like $20 flat or like 19 and some change. I mean like $21, $23, $24 for a burrito, some chips, excuse me, and a goddamn drink. Just fucking no. Not worth it. Chipotle is like half the price. Oh, and El Pollo Loco is even cheaper than that. And then here's the thing. Where I live, food is relatively cheap. You want to know why? Because a lot of the produce comes from Mexico and South America. So Mexico and South America is like a stone's throw away. So we're not paying for the fucking transportation to ship it across the continental US. So, yeah.
Had food out here that's blown my mind. Sure, it's not bad, but when eating out can get this expensive, I expect something more to write home about. There are some really fancy restaurants around, but I shouldn't have to spend even more money to eat a meal that makes me go, wow, I will remember this. It's become a common pastime.
Oh, I got something to say about that too. Oh, here's the thing. I firmly believe that where I live, the food north of here sucks. We got Tex-Mex. We got Mexican. We even have Korean now because Koreans have moved in. And all that food is amazing. It's good. It's delicious. Nothing better. Nothing better. Because we have something called breakfast tacos made by the Laredo Taco Company. And they are freaking amazing. Potato and egg tacos with beans and cheese and bacon. And it is the greatest. They know how to make tortillas by hand. Fake tortillas taste like rubber. And you go north of here, and when you order a breakfast taco, if you order a potato and egg breakfast taco, you know what you get? You get a rubber tortilla with pre-made scrambled eggs and one of those rectangular hash browns stuck on top of it. And that is disgusting. I feel bad for all of you. Honestly, I really do. When that's the world you have to live in. And now Jaiden just confirmed it. There are no restaurants in Los Angeles that are worth a crap. Nope.
For some people to pull up Zillow and look at all the really crazy expensive multi-million-dollar mansions, fantasizing about what they would do if they were to live in the craziest of homes.
I do that.
The equivalent of that for me and my friends here is to look at normal homes that are just not in California. Oh, look at that one! 3-bed, 2-bath for like $2,500 a month. That's insane. Here, the same thing can go upwards of $7,000. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very lucky and fortunate enough to not have to worry about finances as much. I can afford to live in a more expensive place here. It's not gonna break my bank. But at the same time, I'd like to still be relatively smart with money. Sure, I tend to splurge on plushies and trinkets. Haha, Jaiden's buying another Miku figure. But outside of that stuff, I'm really not spending money on anything else. I'm not.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I've never been a big Hatsune Miku fan. You know, it's just one of those things that's fallen by the wayside. Meh, what you gonna do?
Not into luxury cars or clothes.
No.
Culture. It's trinkets, plushes, and admittedly a little too much DoorDash. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's my girl. Yeah. Yep, you got it. She knows. Jaiden knows what's up. Yeah. You don't need a fancy car. You don't need a fancy wardrobe. I mean, my hoodie's pretty cool, right? You guys like my hoodie, right? It's nice. You like my hoodie, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch.
I have a job that I can perform literally anywhere in the entire world. And
Yay!
I'm sitting here wasting extra costs on living in one of the most expensive
Why?
cities in America.
Then why are you doing that?
Bad. And I don't know if you picked up on it yet.
Why?
But I don't even really like it here all that much.
Then why are you here?
Why? Why do I choose to burn extra money just to exist
Answer!
in LA? The single reason is all of my friends are here, and I'd happily shovel extra funds into a giant furnace to be near them because that's what makes a place feel like a true home. But all of my friends are also content creators that can work anywhere too, and if we all just banded together and decided to move somewhere else, that would sure be swell. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time, coordination, and resources to try and figure out an entirely new place to move a giant friend group of people. So we've essentially soft-locked ourselves here until we can all agree it's time to get out of here. I'll give LA some credit. The main thing that makes it great is the fact that everything is always happening here. There's always some sort of fun event going on. Concerts,
yeah, that makes
tours,
sense.
random pop-ups. I went to a live screening of the season 2 finale of Severance.
Oh,
where
that's
the cast
cool.
Got to talk about it afterwards.
That's pretty
and
cool.
that was one of the coolest experiences of my life
Yeah,
so far.
I'll give you that.
Name it, it is happening in California. Truly, you will never be bored here if you're always looking for something to do, and I recognize that is incredibly valuable.
Okay,
But at the same time, it means there's always tourists visiting, and
Oh,
this
no.
is a very disgusting city for tourists to visit.
Oh.
It smells like pee all the time. The tourist
Yeah.
areas are so trashy. There's
Oh.
constant crowds everywhere you go.
No.
When it rains, the pee smells even worse.
Oh!
To go into the city for some reason or another, and those are bad days. Also, if you want to see all these cool things, you don't have to live in California to begin with. In fact, living here only desensitizes me to all the awesome stuff constantly around. Back when I first moved, I was really close to Disneyland, and for the entire 2 years I spent over there, I only went to the alleged happiest place on earth a single time because of a friend's birthday. That's more of a personal experience though.
But they say that Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. No, man. The happiest place on earth is my favorite boba shop. That's the happiest place on earth. Oh, what I wouldn't give. I think I'm going to go out and get a dragon fruit tea. Oh, dragon fruit. Oh, I'm going to go get a dragon fruit tea right now. Because I don't have a wolf fruit tea. Because there's no such thing as wolf fruit. Is there? I don't know. You tell me. Huh? Bitch.
So, I know plenty of people who have yearly passes to Disney or Universal who go to them all the time. But for me, I always just think, I can go there anytime, so maybe later. And then later is
I know that
multiple
feeling.
years. I consider it
I know that
a
feeling.
privilege to be able to live in LA.
Ew!
It's expensive. A lot of people dream of coming here and making it big. And if you can afford it, you can definitely live luxuriously. But
Yeah,
I am
if
just
you can afford
really
it.
not built for all that. I grew up in a tiny desert town with like no people in it, and prefer to be holed up in my house 90%
Oh,
of the
yeah,
time
me too.
watching YouTube until my brain is mush.
Oh, me too.
However,
Girl,
as
yep.
much as I want to uproot everything again to
Which
live
you can.
somewhere else less expensive and more compatible with my preferred lifestyle, I do think LA is a good place for me to be right now. Both the YouTube and animation industry are here. I don't need to travel for most of the events I get invited to, and content creators are always visiting for something or another, so I get to meet a lot of fellow creator friends. I can't in the world can offer all these benefits that specifically apply to me right now And it's also just a lot of fun. I might not exactly like it, but LA is my home for at least the next few years, and I do get to have a lot of fun here with my friends. It's a toxic relationship, I suppose, but I'm sure in a decade when I'm somewhere else and reminiscing on the past, I'll have very fond memories of it all. So I can complain all I want while I'm here, but deep down, I know California has been such a huge part of the most defining years of my life, and I'll hold a very special place for it in my heart for a long time. LAX and the driver excluded from it though. I'll hate those parts forever.
Yeah.
I posted a little video, but if you missed it, we're selling Tostada merch for the first time ever because everyone begged and pleaded for it. Please go check it all out. I think everything...
Tostada? Is that like a... You know what? I don't care. Tostadas are delicious. Not much to say about that. It's kind of the... You know, it's like anywhere else. It's always a 50-50 kind of thing, you know. No matter where you live, you will always have benefits and bad points, you know, pros and cons. Everywhere has pros and cons, you know. No place is perfect. No place is it's all a matter of perception, you know. The grass is always greener on the other side until you get there and you just realize it's because from where you are standing, it just looked greener. It wasn't actually greener. This is green, though. This is green. That's green. The sky, I don't know. No one can say that the grass is greener here because I don't think it's even green. I think it's like some kind of blue. No, there's the green grass there. Where am I? Sheesh. And you? Oh, now you're sleeping? Wake up! No, yeah, fine. Stay asleep. I'm done with the reaction anyway. Ma. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat your face. But yeah, I mean, it was a fine. It was cool.